Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. Today we're going to talk about Litecoin. Is it too late to get into Litecoin? So, some people have been asking me here, especially today, and in the last few videos on the comments that I made about Litecoin. Is it too late to get into Litecoin? Okay, so there is no direct answer for that. I don't have a crystal ball projector, and we always say that, but at the end of the day, this isn't financial advice. You need to do your own due diligence, but here we go. If we just look at the meteoric rise of Litecoin from $3.99 to what we're now getting close to $100 again, we have to keep in mind that this is silver to Bitcoin's gold. So it is in a way attached to the success of Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin surges, Litecoin surges. The difference between Bitcoin and Litecoin is you can own a full Litecoin pretty easily. For $100 right now, you can own one full Litecoin. For $11,000, you can own one full Bitcoin. But you can also own zero point 0.1 Bitcoin, 0.2 Bitcoin, 0.01 Bitcoin. So with all that being said, which one between Bitcoin and Litecoin has the most upside in terms of price action? Well, if we just look at the 1 month, this is just one way to look at it. This is not the only way to look at it. So if we just look at the month chart, right? So Bitcoin went from $5,000. Well, let's compare Bitcoin and Litecoin actually side by side so we can look at the percentage gains. If we look at Bitcoin over the last 7 days, it had a 33% uptick. Litecoin, 27%. What you'd want to know is over the last month, which one of these has had the larger gains. And most of the time, it is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin doubled in price and Litecoin doubled in price, but Bitcoin did it faster than Litecoin over the span of the last 3 months. That's what we're getting at. So buying a Litecoin, it could potentially have more velocity than Bitcoin at some point, but right now Bitcoin still has the velocity. But if you're looking to take out a full position on a Litecoin, it's easier to do than you could a full Bitcoin. So now the things to know about the price predictions for Litecoin, you're going to want to follow the founder and the creator of Litecoin. His name is Charlie Lee. And if we play this little sound clip, or this little bit here from CNBC, you can hear what Charlie Lee has to say about Litecoin. Turn it down just a bit.
Like token, there's a lot of fun token out there. There's one that was created a few years ago called Dogecoin that has a picture of a dog on the coin. And it's kind of just like a entry-level currency for people to play around with and to send tips to other people.
Right. Okay. I think I'm sure, and pet lovers, I suspect, and dog lovers in particular, might really go for that one. Why would somebody give me a sales pitch here? Tell me why, as somebody considering transacting in cryptocurrencies, not because I choose to. Let's say not because I'm dying to, but because I want something, and Bitcoin is the preferred currency of exchange. But Litecoin is also an alternative. Why would I go with Litecoin and not Bitcoin? Are transaction costs less? Is the digital ledger, is the blockchain ledger more accurate, or what? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I created Litecoin, I wanted to create something that complements Bitcoin. So just as so Bitcoin is kind of like digital gold, and I see Litecoin as digital silver. So just as in old days where people use gold and silver as currency, in the current in this future where cryptocurrency will be used, people will use Bitcoin and Litecoin as money, just like they use gold and silver as money. So the reason why people use Litecoin over Bitcoin for everyday purchases is because the transaction fees are lower, and it's also a faster payment network. So Bitcoin, being the most decentralized and secure currency out there, will have higher transaction fees just because it has more security. And if banks want to send millions of dollars to each other, then they will use Bitcoin. Or if you want to buy a house or even a car, you will use Bitcoin. But if you want to like buy a meal or spend everyday cash, you would choose something like Litecoin.
Okay.
All right. So you heard it straight from the founder, Charlie Lee. You can find him on Twitter at Satoshi Light. He's very active as a creator and founder of Litecoin in terms of social media presence. So follow him on here. You can see some of the stuff that he talks about. He does a lot of retweets. He's very active, and he's a great place to get news from also. So, but you heard him say that Litecoin is faster transaction timings, lower fees than Bitcoin. So this is why you would consider taking out a position in Litecoin even at these prices. Now, if you're trying to get into Litecoin, you should have been trying to get into Litecoin last night when it was at $79. So you asking me if it's too late to get into Bitcoin at $100, I'm saying, well, what's changed in the last 24 hours? I mean, when you saw Litecoin spike up to $103 the day before and then drop down to 79, why didn't you act then? I mean, that's what confuses me about a lot of these questions, because you guys wait till it goes back up again to buy in. That doesn't make much sense, guys. But it's all good. I mean, I'm just saying, think about that. Shouldn't you buy at this price, a safer price, if you're really trying to get into it? Or were you influenced by the thought that you were like, oh, well, the whole thing's going to pull back and this and that? I mean, maybe that's why you didn't buy at this price. But here 24 hours later, you want to buy now when it's back up to 100. So it's best to always buy a position when it's down like this and not like this. So if you're looking at like head and shoulders, so here's a shoulder right here, like here's a shoulder right here, here's a head, here's a shoulder, right? You know, you want to buy when it's at a low. So to answer the question more directly, do I think it's too late to buy Litecoin at $99? No. I think Litecoin still has a lot of room to grow, and I don't think it's too late to buy Litecoin even at this price. Now, would I anticipate Litecoin to potentially pull back? I would say the odds of it pulling back below $100 in the future are pretty high. So right now it's on the cusp of $100, but after it goes over $100 again, will it pull back below $100? I would say that it's fairly high possibility, but it's also a decent sized possibility that it won't. Once it just keeps on surging. But look at this price action. I mean, it's a volatile coin, and it's not exactly known to hold its value for a long time. I mean, even if you look at the year, I've held it. I mean, I've bought Litecoin at 60 some dollars, or actually just below $60, and then I watched it go up, and then I watched it pull down to below $50. So I would say wait for Litecoin to show that it's plateauing before you try to buy in at $100, because you'd be buying high. I think you could get Litecoin for, I still think in the near future you'll be able to get Litecoin below $100 even after it goes over that. But you know, then again, I don't know for sure. So if you're looking to do a long-term play, I would say probably get into Litecoin even at these prices. Pick up maybe 3 or 4 Litecoin, take out a nice little position, and then hey, if Litecoin goes up to $1,000 at some point, you know, you made 10 times. But as you know, many people believe there's plenty of tokens out there right now in altcoins where you can make 10 times growth. We just saw that with Cardano. So Litecoin price predictions, you know, we've got people putting Litecoin at $184. This is Wallet Investor. I don't know where they use this algorithmic data to calculate these prices. 5-year forecast, they say it's $524. You know, this is the current price when I pulled this doc. Reddit, if you go on the Litecoin Reddit chat, you can see this kind of conversation here. He says, nah, it's not too late. LTC will reach 3 digits soon, which is what it's doing when it hits 100. It's normally a case of never too late. As Bitcoin was 600, I thought it was way too late to jump on. Yeah, I mean, there's people who waited for Bitcoin to come back below 1,000. Once Bitcoin passed 1,000, there were people who said, oh, I'll buy Bitcoin again when it goes back to below 1,000. Well, guess what ended up happening? It never went below 1,000. So here's another person saying it's a $200 to $300 crypto. I mean, these are just speculators. These aren't, you know, anyone other than people like you and me out here throwing our opinions around. But you're asking the question, is it too late to buy Litecoin? And we're saying we believe that Litecoin has a lot of room to grow from here, and you know, it's going to keep going up. Now, if you're looking at Litecoin, why not look at this coin, a cheaper alternative? See, if you're trying to get, you could get 4 of these for like under $40, obviously for a lot lower than $40, but I'm saying for the price that you would buy one Litecoin for, you could buy at least 10 to 15 of these, thereabouts. At least for the same, I mean, more than that actually. You could buy, I don't have the exact number, but if it's $99 now, how many of these could you buy for $99, right? So there's a lot more room to grow here, and this is basically Litecoin 2.0. It's just about as old, and it's been picking up. This is Vertcoin. I know a lot of people are like, Jeff, why do you keep talking about Vertcoin, man? And I'm like, don't you get it? It's like Litecoin. It's basically like Litecoin with a different name and a lot cheaper price. Look at, I mean, even right now, it's up 18.51%. So if you're really big on Litecoin, here's the cheaper alternative with a lot more room to grow. Sure, I hold Litecoin. I mean, I don't have a huge position. I have like 15 Litecoin. That's not a lot, right? But, you know, look at this. I mean, you could get 15 of these, and if it goes up to that Litecoin price, look at what your investment was. So I think sure, you can still buy Litecoin and anticipate in 12 months some profit and some gains and a pretty safe investment. But there's definitely other coins that you can invest in that are not necessarily as safe, but have a lot more room to grow for you. And this Vertcoin right here might just be that answer. That's why I keep pushing Vertcoin, because if everyone's talking Litecoin, have you heard of Vertcoin? And people who are new to it are kind of having a hard time bridging that gap between why I keep saying Vertcoin. Well, pull up their website, check them out. You'll see that, compare them to Litecoin. Compare Vertcoin to Litecoin side by side and try and find out a difference between, except for the fact that they got a different name, a different ticker, a different price, and a different founder. See, creator, you know? So it's up to you guys what you want to do, but I'm just giving you the tools to put in your tool belt when you go out. You know, it's like putting tackle in your tackle box. More alternatives when you're out there on the high seas. So we'll see what you guys do. Drop a comment in the comment block. Let us know your position on Litecoin. If you think it's too late to buy at these triple-digit prices, if you think it's still a good play, and what's your thoughts on Vertcoin here? That's the interesting question. You can also scroll my channel and see my more in-depth videos about Vertcoin and Litecoin. Anyways, guys, we'll see you next time. This is Jeff. Subscribe to the channel if you like.